You also spoke to the political issues here and how both Republicans and Democrats are complicit in failing to act here in the face of harms with private equity. You present ways that private equity lobbies against regulation, the millions that they're investing to fight rent control in California, for example, and how they benefit from things like the carried interest loophole. You do cite Elizabeth Warren and her Stop Wall Street Looting Act, but you also note it's difficult to get people on board with this. What is the answer here? How can we get meaningful change?
So I think it is difficult to imagine any, sort of fundamental change to the private equity system happening on the federal level. 88% of members of Congress and the Senate receive private equity donations. That's across both parties. And in many cycles, Democrats get more money than Republicans.
So disappointing.
Yes. I live in New York, and Chuck Schumer has every cycle for the last many has been the top or among the very top recipients of private equity money. There's a lot of resistance. There is a lot happening on the state level. So Massachusetts recently passed a bill regulating private equity in healthcare, and Pennsylvania is now considering a very similar bill. Both of those grew out of major private equity disasters in healthcare, where a bunch of hospitals that people relied on closed. And that tends to be the moment where you start to see movement, is politicians feel pressured to do something because some catastrophe has occurred. So there is a lot of that bubbling up. And I think it does really speak to the importance of people have to pay attention to what's happening on their state and local level, not just the federal level. And in a lot of cases, there is more energy for things like regulating private equity there than there is on Capitol Hill.